So let's see what is actually meaning about ensembles. Ensembles means a simple. If you just take in the meaning of this ensemble means in English literature, this means group of, it may be group of something, group of musicians, or it may be group of experts, or maybe it be group of teachers. It's maybe means it's a simple group of things. It's called the ensembles. Simple, it means group of something, group of something. It could be it could be teachers, it could be experts, anything. But in ML, what is the meaning of the ensembles? So in ML, if you consider the machine learning, then what it's actually meaning? So its meaning here, we have used the group of machine learning models. So here actually we have built a model that is the combinations of multiple models. Actual mean ensemble means that. So we have built a model that is the combinations of many other machine learning models. So this means multiple models that are used together. Suppose let's take, we have a k such model. Suppose let's take, we have model M1, we have model M2, we have model M3. Let's take, we have such different k models. Okay, now in ensemble models, this model, the final model, that is the combinations of the edge models. And if we ensemble this model, if we ensemble these models and make a more powerful model M, and these models, these AMI, these models are called the base model. These models are called the base model. It may be in previous series of lectures, in previous chapters, we have seen these base models is a naive base. It may be logistic regression. It may be linear regression. It may be decision tree. It may be KNN. It may be SVM. Such kind of. So these kind of models are called the base models. The base models. So AMI is look like that. So all the combinations, now we have to combine all kind of models and to make a base models. Okay, and this model capital M is now more powerful than among of these base models. And these models we have to make by combining all the base models. And this model is the more powerful. These models is more powerful than the base model. Than the base models, MIs. Okay, this is the simple ensemble literal meaning in machine learning. Okay, so there have various kind of ensemble models. So let's discuss. In general, we have seen, we will see there have four kinds of ensemble models, four types of ensembles models. In general, typically, Typically there are four types of. So first one is called the bagging ensembles models, means we have built the ensembles models by using simple bagging technique. Or another language, it's called the bootstrap aggregation technique. Bootstrap aggregation technique. Okay, and the third one, the second one is we will see the second one is called the boosting technique to build the as ensembles model. The second technique is called the boosting technique. Boosting. The third technique, we will see the stacking technique. Stacking. And the fourth technique are the cascading. Cascading technique. So in general, typically we will use these four kinds of technique to build our ensemble models. So our ensemble models are the typically that we have used these techniques. This is the technique wise differentiation. This is the techniques. And the advantage of the ensembles models is the main advantage of ensembles models is it's highly performance. It's high performance. Okay? It's a high performance value. First one. Second one, it's more powerful, very powerful. We will see that kind of thing. Very powerful. But thing is, if you just take any machine learning competitions, we will get, if you just take any machine learning competitions, then we will see the most challenging part, how to use the ensembles models, because all we are know the base models, but the main challenging part for machine learning competitions is how to use these all type of models to build a more powerful model. So machine learning challenge by competition, it will give our advantage. I think I have mistake some. Okay, and it's another most useful advantage. It's very useful in a real world. If you just for a company, if you just working for a company or something else, and you are just interested to build a real world machine learning model, just if you build a real world that will handle the real world problem. So in such scenario, the ensembles models are very useful. So it is very useful to build a real world problem. Okay, so this is the major advantage the ensembles model. Now the key aspects of these ensembles models is actually we already will know the various kind of base models, but the for building a ensembles models we have to remind that how much different base models we have used, then our final ensembles models will be that that much better. So the key aspect for building we have to remember the key aspect to build a ensembles models is that the key aspects to build this ensembles model is that suppose let's take we have a k such base model m1 m2. Suppose let's take we have k such base models. Okay, and now we will try to use these base models. Suppose let's take these are our base model. We will try to use this base model as different, means we will try to mjr as different model, then our ensembles models, then after combining these base models our ensemble models will be that much better. Okay, that thing we have to remember always to build a ensemble model. So another thing is useful, just if you just see this, if you just see this thing in practically. Suppose in a company, suppose they are in a company, they are have various, suppose let's take, I am just taking the and just I am taking an institutional examples. Suppose let's take we are interested to evaluate a student, evaluate a student. This is actually our start task. We are interested to evaluate the students. So the student score will depend on various situations. It's depend on how much it is good in mathematics, how much the students are good in physics, how much the students are good in chemistry as well. Not only study purpose. This is the one learning. This is the only one thing of a student side. There also have various kind of aspects for a student. So how much good he how much good he in a is play, how much good in a play, how much good. Another thing, how much its communication skill is better, how much its presentation skill is better, how much communication skill, how much how much good he is playing something, how much its presentation skill. Everything is matter to evaluate, that everything will matter for evaluate students. This is another side of a student. So after at the end of the day we have to combine and take a decisions according to that, how much the students will, how much the score of the students will be, these scores as well as this scores. Also these scores are depend on the age score, these scores. So after combining is the things we have to decide it. After combining all the things we have to decide it how much how much scores the student will actually get. To build the score, we have to combine this thing. How much score the students will get. So these kind of situations are called the ensembles. These kind of situations are called the ensemble. Ensembles. I think how the in machine learning, how this ensembles concept is useful. How this ensembles is working in machine learning. I think you have understand. Okay, so we'll see this how to build ensembles model by using in these kind of base models that we have already learned. Okay, we will see in the next part of this lecture.